All right, everyone. Once again, it's time for Off the Top Sportscast. I'm John, and that is Roy. And we have another fun topic for you today. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, give us a little comment. We're always responding back, get a little conversation going. Roy, I've got a little story time for you today.
Story time.
Now, so guys, we always talk about the players that we've seen, the athletes that we've seen play, but we don't like to forget about the athletes of the past. Story time is how we are able to give those stories to you guys. So, Roy, I want to take you way back, and I'm going to tell you a story about the first Native American to win gold in the Olympics.
Win gold.
Yes.
The Olympics.
So, yes. So this athlete never played a sport in his whole life. Saw some people playing, and I believe it was in college. And he asked somebody what they were doing. They explained it to him. He said, "That seems easy." The coach said, "If it's so easy, get out there and do it." And he went and he did it and started dominating. He went to the Olympics and won 2 gold medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon, 2 different ones. And everybody in the U.S. was so impressed by this young man. But what ended up happening, when he got back to the U.S. months and months and months later, they came and they stripped him of his medals. Because way back in the day, he had gotten paid for playing baseball in the minor leagues. Yeah, that's right. I said this guy also played baseball. So they stripped his medals away. This gentleman also one day decided he's going to branch out, and he started playing football. He played football. Not only did he play football, he played so well that he played for 6 teams. He played in the MLB for 6 years. He was inducted into the Football Hall of Fame. He played football until the ripe old age of 41. This is an amazing player.
So hold on. So far here, Olympics,
That's right.
pro baseball,
That's correct.
and pro football.
That's right.
Got it. And is in the Football Hall of Fame?
That's right. Later on, they actually gave him his gold medals back because they said that the Olympic Committee had a certain amount of months to investigate everything, and they did it they took his medals away way past that time. So they actually gave him his medals back. So he is officially a 2-time Olympic athlete, gold-winning athlete.
What position did he play in football?
He was a running back and a tailback.
Okay.
Yeah. This gentleman was named at one time the greatest athlete of his century.
Wow.
That gentleman's name is Jim Thorpe.
Jim Thorpe. Nice.
So now I've always heard the name Jim Thorpe.
Me too.
When they talk, but it never really clicked on me who Jim Thorpe is.
Agreed.
And one time I heard somebody say the greatest athlete of all time was actually Jim Thorpe. And I kind of laughed to myself and said, well, that's just ridiculous. I would know a lot more about Jim Thorpe if he was the greatest athlete of all time. And I looked him up And doggone it, if this guy was not amazing. He played for 6 different teams. The NFL put him into the Hall of Fame. It, I mean, his story is really, really amazing. And one of the craziest things that was about him is that everything that he did, he just picked up and did by like somebody explaining what the purpose of the game was in simplest terms, and he just went out there and did it. Just a natural athlete. I looked up the difference between the two running the gold medals, and it is the most grueling competition that you can have. One of them lasts 2 days, and the other lasts 3 days. That's the difference.
Wow.
And they put you between, running and rowing and walking and biking. I mean, it's literally whatever. If you think the triathlon is a lot, forget it. This is like 8 events over two days. So it's really incredible what he accomplished. And I thought that this generation probably has never even heard of Jim Thorpe. My generation has never heard of Jim Thorpe. And so if I could bring the name Jim Thorpe into the zeitgeist, I mean, that was just an amazing, amazing story. And
Awesome.
Jim Thorpe, they're one of the
Awesome.
greatest athletes of all time. If you guys have any stories out there that you think are good stories that need to be told, hit me up, send them to me. I love to research them. I love to try and put them into a story that I can tell in a different way, and we'll get them out there to the people. Please hit subscribe. Roy, did you learn anything today?
No, yeah, no, it was really good. Those stories, I think now what's interesting, what I find out now is people in sports are just people in sports. That, you think about it, you say, well, LeBron James is LeBron James. He's a basketball player. Those days, and it kind of went through the years. People they wanted to play the Olympics. They played different sports. We did even more. You probably found out what he did for work. I wouldn't be surprised the guy probably went to the military and did this and that. It doesn't happen like that anymore. That was a different generation, a different era, different type of sports person.
And you think about it, most of in that time, a lot of these guys had second jobs.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Thorpe just decided his second job was going to be baseball. Instead of going working at a car dealership, I'm going to play baseball at this time. Then I'll go over here and get paid to play football. Then I'll come over here and run some track and field. And his whole career, his whole life was just, showing off.
Good one, man. That's a good story. Hey, we appreciate always coming up with the story time. But again, please subscribe and like. Try to get us to 25. That's what we're asking. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I think that's it. That's enough. But as always, talk to a stranger about
sports today.